We need a volunteer from the audience, and let me see. We need a grown-up person.
A grown-up person.
But if you want to embarrass somebody, use Mike.
You know, whenever I pick a volunteer from the audience, I always like to pick the people who refer me on to other people.
Oh.
I love that. That means take your camera
Come on, Grandpa.
off. And I cannot believe that he is actually going to pull me up here.
Go on, Grandpa. Come
Folks,
on.
we're looking for volunteers.
We use the draft system and show.
Come on, Grandpa.
Everybody give him a big hand.
Okay, next time he has to volunteers, nobody goes this way.
Now, we'll find out. And your name? Thelton Lee? Thelton Lee. Is he telling me the truth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name's Joe. Nice to meet you. Now, Thelton Lee, we are going to do a card trick. Okay. You ever been on stage before? You ever been on the show?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Somebody else can do this.
you're no stranger. You're no stranger to the stage. See the bright lights and the cheering crowd?
Good looking guy.
We're going to do a card trick. Now I know there are literally hundreds of thousands of different card tricks and different types of card tricks, but they all have one thing in common. So, do you happen to know what that is?
Deck of cards.
The deck of cards! We're not done yet.
He's done this one, I bet.
Get him on the paper. Felton, you've done this before, haven't you? Okay. Felton, that's true. That's what's... All card tricks use a deck of cards. But that's what's different about the card trick that we are about to perform is the fact that we're not going to use any cards. Now, if we don't use cards, we do have to use something, don't we? Yes.
Paper.
Yes is the proper answer. We're all going to use our imagination. Imagine that you see me holding a deck of cards right here. Can everybody see the cards?
Yeah!
You can't see these cards because they're invisible. Okay?
Okay, no, we don't.
Now, Thelton Lee, have you ever been a magician before? Have you ever done any magic tricks? Card tricks? Can't live up to it. Now, you're going... Thelton is I didn't tell everybody this, but Thelton Lee is the guest magician here today.
All right.
I want you to take the card. Okay? Just like that. Now, Thelton Lee, I wouldn't want anybody to think I'm using a stacked deck of cards. So would you please shuffle them up, shuffle them thoroughly?
I'm not very good at this.
You'd be better at it if you took them out of the box, shuffle. Take them out of the box. Okay. Now, what I mean by guest magician, I want you to wander out here in the audience and pick yourself a volunteer. You'll find out.
I don't have to go in the alley, Mike.
Mike, you stay right here beside Thelton Lee. I played that. Got to play these invisible cards. Now, Thelton, I'm going to coach. That's all I'm going to do. Thelton's going to do the magic trick. Thelton, I want you to fan the cards out. Have him pick a card, any card at all.
Pick a card, any card at all.
Nah. Mike, you got two cards here, Mike. Give me one back. This is the ace of spades. Everybody knows what that looks like. Some of you put those back with your card. Mike, look at your other card. Yeah. Show everybody, but make sure neither Thelton or I see it, okay? Got it. Okay.
What is it, Eric? Two of spades.
Now, Thelton, I want you to have your cards face down, okay?
Magic.
They're facing the concrete here. Mike, you know what your card is?
Yes.
Because I'm going to ask you later. Okay. What I want you to do is turn it over. I'll tell you what, Thelton, you turn your cards face up.
Okay.
Mike, you put your card in face down so it's facing the opposite way of all the other cards on the deck. Okay? Now put them back in the box.
In the box?
Give them to me. Yeah. I know what everybody's thinking. The little guys in the white coats will be coming for me, Thelton Lee, and Mike any minute. Because we've been standing up here talking for 10 minutes and we haven't done a single thing. Or have we?
No.
You're the magician here. You're supposed to be it.
Yes, we have.
They're supposed to say no.
No!
Thelton Lee, do you recognize that deck of cards?
Yes, yes.
How'd you do that?
Yeah. How many people here believe this is the same deck of cards we've been using the whole time?
Yep.
Very, very cooperative audience here. Now, Mike, Thelton had an invisible deck of cards. Out of that deck, you chose one card. You flipped it over. You put it back in the deck facing the opposite way of all the other cards. We're about to find out if this was the same deck. At this time, Mike, I want you to tell everybody in the audience just what your card was. Ace of spades, right? No, that was the card that I held up my back.
That's the one we took back.
Don't tell him. He can look in there.
2 of diamonds.
I know what it
3 of diamonds.
The 3 of diamonds?
3 of diamonds.
The 3 of diamonds. You know, like that is interesting. Because if we were to go into this deck, and we were to find just one card that was turned over, wouldn't it be amazing? It's the 4 of diamonds. What would you say, the 3 of diamonds?
He didn't.
3 of diamonds.
The 3 of diamonds.
Let us say it.
No, it wasn't 3 of diamonds.
You're good. Woo!
And you know what? Thelton Lee thinks he's pulled a fast one on everybody. And you know what? He's trying to throw everybody off. When Mike drew his 3 of diamonds out of here, now hold on a minute. When Mike drew his 3 of diamonds out of here, Thelton thought he'd pull a fast one and switch decks on everybody. You know, that's an all blue deck. Mike, turn your card around. Show everybody the back of your card. Thelton, thank you very much. Wonderful job.
Yeah.
A lot of volunteers.
That's right.
Oh,
he did. I bet he told.
You're gonna chop your hair off. You gotta put your head inside and chop it off. Use Mark.
There you go. If you're going to cut the head off, use Mark. Put the head of the guillotine there.
Use me.
Amanda, do you know what this is? A knife. That's pretty close. This is called a Tasmanian arm chopper.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, come back. I'm not... Your arm's not even in here yet. Now,
Actually, I want to
tell
get
you what, Amanda, this
You do
is...
it first.
You know what this is? This is the kind of carrot you see on Bugs Bunny, isn't it? Now, Amanda, you are only up here as a representative from the audience. You're up here so you can watch us closer than anybody else, okay? Would you check this out and make sure it is a real carrot?
Take a bite.
It is okay.
Sure.
Break
Not a bite,
it.
it might be a
Check
stick.
this one, make sure it's real.
It's like corn.
Okay. Now, I have to check this blade, make sure it's real.
Can't you check with third carrot? It's real.
It's real.
It ain't.
Okay. Now, now what we're going to do, we're going to take it. No, we're not going to chop them in
Chop
two.
them in four.
We chop them in two, it didn't work. We're going to put these carrots in here just like this.
It won't cut it.
Now this is a new effect, a new illusion. This has never been done before any other people by me. And what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to take this solid blade, but Amanda here has verified it is a solid blade, and we're going to pass it right through both of these solid carrots Amanda has also so graciously...
Solid?
Solid. Amanda has also so graciously verified that they are solid carrots. Now, Amanda, what I want you to do is hold on to the can. On the count of 3. Everybody ready for this? This is going to amaze you. 1, 2,
3.
Oh my God.
It didn't work. I'm glad your arms wasn't over there.
You're very observant. It didn't work.
Don't put your foot in
She
there,
said
Amanda.
Amanda, you know, the guy in the magic store told me that this only works on the second try, but you can't use carrots 2 times in a row. Now, if we don't use carrots, we do have to use something, don't we?
Oh.
The other
Step on up here, man. Now I want to show you something.
You volunteered, Amanda. You volunteered.
You step right here. Stay right here by this corner of the table. Now, see my hand?
Yeah.
I want you to put your hand right on top of my hand, but it has to come through here first. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Your mom's got insurance. Go ahead.
You don't have a birthday every day.
How many people want Amanda to put her arm in here right here?
Come on, Amanda.
Come on.
Jesse will do it. He can't wait to get his hand chopped off. Let Jesse do it. I'll do it.
Come on, Amanda.
Take my word for it.
I got you back.
I didn't know she knew Billy.
Oh, well, don't make her do it.
Let Jesse do it. Let Jesse will do it.
Okay, I tell you what. Amanda, you don't want to do it?
No.
Get Mark.
Pick Jesse.
Come on. Get Mark.
Take your mom. Make her do it.
All right. Jessica, you step around here on the table about where Amanda was.
Let Amanda get his hand.
You hold his hand.
You got insurance, Mike?
Your arm goes right through here. From the back to the front.
Put your arm, yeah, like that. Like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
He's afraid to.
Stick it in there.
Come on, Jess. Now you said you'd do it. Don't you want him to do it?
It's magic.
Now
Come on. Jesse, is it? Come on, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's out too.
No, whole hand, Jess. Put it through there.
Come on.
Put it through there.
You look better with a short arm. There you go. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lock his arm in here. Now, on the count of 3. We're going to try this again.
Hope it works.
You ready, Beth Jesse?
Oh, no.
What is it? 1, 2, 3. I almost forgot. No. I almost forgot. No, come on. Look at this. Jesse, we have 2 more carrots. We have to put them to good use.
Leave your hand in there, Jess.
Jesse,
We're
be
gonna take
still.
1 carrot. We're going to put it right in there, just like that. We're going to take the other carrot, and we're going to put it in there sharp down.
Part of the salad.
On the count of 3.
Jess,
Jesse.
leave it in there. Leave it in there, Jess.
Jesse.
1,
Jesse.
Leave it in there.
2. Not scared of it, Jesse.
Amanda can't look.
Look, man, he's going to cut it off.
2.
Hold on to it, John.
3 days ago.
Oh, yeah. Wow! No! Where's your hand, Jesse?
Everybody give Jesse.
Hanging on there.
Yeah, it's hanging on.
You do? I thought you didn't like
like snakes. Say hi to Aunt Rhonda. Enjoying it.
6:21 p.m. She gets excited when she sees Uncle Mike.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Mom!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you sure you ain't surprised?
Yeah, I am.
Well, I thought you were
You thought it was for Jesse,
That's
didn't you?
what happened last year, didn't you hear?
Why, I'm telling you.
Surprise, Mom. What is those
Sure.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Are you going to wear that?
Wow, of course he is. He'll be the sharpest ready to school. Yes.
Right, don't have right. Yeah. We only got about 95 to 100 pages here.
Sit down, Becky.
They say this is Angel.
Well, just because they say that doesn't mean it is.
That
I get her. I always end up getting her.
Sorry. It's a line kick.
Maggie, go sit down.
Preview.
Hey!
Oh.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Oh. One little flame.
We'll get that for 6 to 5.
Daddy!
Freedom.
Frida, are we ready for the party?
Uh-huh. We're hungry.
We're hungry.
We're ready.
Greg, are you done with all the streamers?
No, I've got this much left.
He's got lots left.
You're going to use it all?
If you stand still, he will stream.
Stream you?
I will stream like.
I've only got one row of film.
Becky, stop, honey. Go sit down and watch this movie. Sit down.
Hey, we're rolling.
We're rolling. How long have you known Thelton?
All right, Uncle Lynn, how long have you known that man?
married?
I knew him before he was born.
40, almost 40 years.
Who's Thelton? What's the silliest thing he's ever done that you know of?
I don't want to tell that on him. I know some really goofy things, but I'm not going to tell him.
Come on. We'll pay you.
No, don't bribe me. Well, I mean, what's that?
That's all I got.
She's paying you off to tell it.
Hey, what a good person he is. He's a great person.
Well, no, the goofiest thing he did was marry Gwen. Indian jumper.
Cut!
Go with Mommy.
didn't play that backwash twins here.
No,
No, that'll ruin party.
I was a couple grades above him in school, so I didn't know a lot about him. I know more about Jim than I do him.
We'll talk about Uncle
Jim then.
Well, okay.
Talk about Uncle Jim.
We'll talk about Jim.
Becky, no.
You better move on. That's all. I don't want to talk too much.
I've
right
known him
now.
all my life.
Yogi?
I don't even know him. I must be at the wrong house. His name's Thelton, and all these years I thought it was Felton.
That's what you and Jay call him. Felton. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Rhonda, what's your best memory?
And besides that, he's late.
My best memory of him is when we'd go on family picnics to Shawnee Park,
I get it.
and we'd sit on the cooler, and Dad would let us, me and you share a bottle of pop.
Shawnee Park.
And that was big. I
In other
mean, we
words-
thought we was, yeah.
In other words, we never got our own.
No, we had to share.
I thought you were going to say my best memory was when we'd go on vacation and I'd say, Dad, I got to pee, and he'd make me hold it.
We never went on vacation.
That's your worst
That was for the young ones.
That was her
It
best
wasn't a
memory.
good
To
memory.
the
Well, I
worst.
thought that's what she was going to say, and I thought, that's kind of weird. But, you know.
Sheila, how long have you known Uncle Felton?
I can remember. So he's asking how old you are.
Only about 15 years.
But I can
She has
remember
amnesia real
Always
bad.
had a camera. Everywhere he went, he always had a camera, and he would take about 15 minutes to take one picture because he had to align everything up and adjust everything on the camera.
Unlike Uncle John.
She knows it very
Just
well.
right. And I can also remember when I was really little, I don't know where they used to live, but going into their apartment, going up steps, it was dark, kind of.
Yeah.
And going, and it had wooden floors and stuff, and going over there a lot as a little,
And they
little
squeak.
girl.
Yeah,
And they would squeak and
They
stuff,
squeak.
and
I remember that.
You don't remember that?
I remember Errol and Uncle
I
Sammy
remember
living in
their
that apartment.
Hey, we'll get to you in a minute.
Upstairs. Where was that?
We'll talk about it at third
We'll talk
grade.
about it later.
Shop was somewhere.
On Neville Drive.
Oh,
Joe.
yeah, by square table.
Kingston.
So what have you got to say?
known him too long.
What can I ask? I'm running another question.
Yeah, we lived on Kingston.
How long have you known Felton? What year?
Yeah, do you remember the first time you...
Like about it?
Uncle Joe, do you remember the first time you met him?
Family reunion, I guess.
Family picnic.
Yeah, that's where you begin to see them, family reunion.
At the Cooch Park.
Where I got to meet them all.
You poor guy.
Over 500 of them.
Over 500. Frida, what's your best memory? Besides the vacation and not you.
No, that was yours.
Oh.
I remember sitting on his shoulders when he was sitting on the couch, and I'd put hair barrettes all in his
Still do
hair.
that.
You do that, honey. You don't have any hair back there.
But now he doesn't have hair back there, yeah. I'd pin little hair barrettes, look like a little black girl. You know, little hair barrettes all over him. I don't know. That's not really a best one. Makeup right off.
I need to see Ryan.
Aunt Jean,
Erica's in the
Oh, I've known him as long as
Wait a minute, your mom.
how old were you and Mom when y'all met him?
I was probably about 13, I would say. But I mean, the first date they went on, I went with them. And everyone after that. So poor guy, it cost him double every time he got a date with Gwen because he had to pay my way and her way, his way to the
What'd they do on their first date?
Oh, I'll never tell.
Oh! Where'd they go?
No,
Better question.
they were pretty good because, you know, I was young.
Where did you go? Did you go to a movie?
Bowling Green, yeah, we go Bowling Green Drive-In. Usually. Seen a lot of movies for kids get.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Of course, I try to keep my eye on the movie, you know, sometimes I kind of glance over, but...
Were you in the front and them in the back, or
Oh, yeah. No.
you in the middle of them?
I was in the back with them. I was right up there. They didn't do anything unless I was right there.
So you know it all.
Except when we got home, and then Gwen would sit out in the car.
And do what?
I don't know, but I ain't worried me to death because I knew Dad was going to get up and switch that light on after a while. I'd be thinking, why don't you come in? She sit out there alone up there while that light was on. She'd have to come in. But we had some good times.
Oh, Beverly, she knew I was coming.
You're still filming.
I have known Thelton for a long time.
We did. We just moved over
He's a
here.
pretty nice guy.
How long have you known him?
Beachland. It's on Green.
Lord, I've been in the family for 40 years.
Right off of Dixie.
And won't be long, he'll be in the family 40 years in October.
Uh-huh.
Well,
What's the goofiest thing you ever heard him say?
Gosh, I have no idea.
let us
Howard, what do you say?
It's frozen.
I can't think of anything either.
Yeah, so we didn't have to.
But guess what?
So Greg, what I can remember is Uncle Thelton and Aunt
You
Gwen
have
coming over
a little bit
and
more
playing
than
cards on the
that.
weekends with Mom and Dad. I can always remember them coming over on the weekends. And us playing together downstairs or outside or something.
That's been a long time.
Or
Don't
playing.
move the camera.
I was shaking my head, yes.
Yeah, you can
And
remember.
moving the camera.
And that's all the good memories I remember.
I bet Mama may do.
Uncle Jim, what was Dad like in school?
I hardly knew.
Don't go
serious. I
outside,
didn't go to
sweetie.
school with him.
Oh, that's right. So how old were you when he was born?
6. No.
You just watch him. You watch him.
Did you ever have to change his diapers?
No. Some of the
He
later
didn't wear
ones.
diapers.
Some of the later ones, but not him.
What's some of the stuff you'd say you taught him?
Oh, I guess I taught him how to drive.
Behave yourself.
Was he a good learner?
Or we learned together. Yeah. That old truck had a hard time.
Was it the truck in that picture over there?
Mm-hmm. 3 of us.
What kind of truck was that?
It was a 1941 Chevy with a non-synchronized 4-speed. It was a chore to drive. We had her out in the field going round and round.
Not intentionally.
Oh yeah.
They just had it stuck.
No, we didn't have a nerve enough to go out on the road, and in the field we could make mistakes and it wouldn't hurt anything.
We didn't hurt anything or anybody.
Yeah.
So how old was he at that time?
Well, that was in 1949. Let's see, that would be
49 could have been 49.
14. He really shouldn't have been driving, but he was.
I guess the statute of limitations has run out on that.
Yeah. Of course, I don't think he ventured out on the highway for a while, but he just learned to drive with the rest of us.
Your fondest memory of Dad?
Oh.
Me, but I was in the shower and I had the phone in the bathroom and I got out of there.
This big red bicycle I got on one Christmas. And
I'll be back in 15 minutes.
another fond memory would be us going to Ridgecrest for vacation. I always liked that a lot. That was a lot of fun. And I think of a lot of fun things when I think of that. It's trying to think of one most fond thing. He taught me how to be nice.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Did you get a complete lesson?
Yes.
Oh.
And he, I think he gave me a good value system and all that mushy stuff. And
He gave me a good digestive system.
digestive system. I think he taught me to be smart with like spending and stuff, and to not be kind of crazy about all that. And teaching me to learn to drive and that kind of stuff that Uncle Jim helped teach me. And I don't know, you already took all the neat kind of mushy things like going to the park and riding the tricycle and all that. And always having a camera on him. One thing I remember about Dad too, like he's dead.
This is awake.
Is like he was often the one to say the prayer, like when we went to Grandma's for Thanksgiving and for Christmas and holidays and that kind of stuff. And that was always kind of neat. And that's the way I think of that.
Greg got in trouble and they would have to dance, slow dance together, or Dad would draw a circle on the punishment. And we were high, yeah, and they'd have to stand there with their nose on the circle. And I'd sit there and watch.
Well, you wasn't in on it?
She was. She never got caught.
No.
She was the babe.
One of you was chasing somebody with a knife one time.
We didn't get caught. We just told Mom about that later.
And they would have dishwashing sud fights and throw them all over. I remember they got on that big stereo, you know, that console stereo that they had with the fabric speaker. Yeah. They got soap suds all over it. Yeah. But
I think you're fabricating something.
that's about you. Things Dad never knew.
Dad would always come whenever we were calling to fix the toilet or untop the sink or build a wall or put in a new window, or if anybody would call, their air conditioning wouldn't work, he would go fix their air conditioning. And then we would get to visit him. I remember we'd go to Aunt Chris's and they would play rook, and then all of us kids would go to the basement and play. Me and Greg and Sheila and Beth, or Penny and Darla. Yeah, they always had such pretty trinkets. And we had to be on.
But I can remember. I really can't remember him looking that young. Looks just like a kid, doesn't he? What about this one with the hat on? Where is he at there?
The Marines, wasn't
He was in Marines, wasn't he? It must have been that odd. It must have been odd kid or something. They were dating there. I bet that's, would that be Locks and Dale?
I think it is. I think I've heard them say that, actually.
I remember us driving down there too on Sunday afternoon.
Do you?
Bless his heart. He never did complain. I know he got tired of having to put up with me all the time. But I guess that was the only way he could be with crew.
Are you the designated chaperone?
Oh, yeah. I went on all their dates.
You gotta just read it, tell them what they can paint. Well, we used to treat gutters, old guys around gutters with vinegar. Oh, really? Kills like just wipe it off.
You remember why?
I remember your mom having that picture of him.
No,
Not so much problem.
surely
hit $85,000. Unless you just get thousands there, paying more than
I don't know what year that was, but that had to be when it was in.
Anyway, she was
She was rolling in and out, they got jeans back to see.
Well, they said, but you were cold.
It's about school days. What happened? I got shoved into your Aunt Jean. And she turned around and gave me the oldest look.
If looks could kill, huh?
She could have killed
That
me.
must have been Butler County from here.
Imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Me,
mad.
I'm not a bad kid. Only you would.
No telling.
You better go in.
Some people about Dad. We're interviewing some people about Dad.
We are.
About memories and stuff.
What do you
What do you
want to
remember?
remember? How we used to fight?
Okay, tell about it.
We had some pretty good ones.
What'd you fight about?
Oh, didn't have to be much.
What y'all fight over? Didn't have to be much.
Didn't have to be much. Most of the time is he wouldn't do things like
How does it work?
that.
Can you remember an example?
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Turn the light out.
Turn lights out.
Lights, everybody.
They think y'all going. They go back home.
Everybody get behind the door.
Well, sure you can.
Just can't see nobody.
Everybody stay right here. Come on, everybody in here.
Everybody get right here by the sofa.
He's getting out.
Everybody get in here. Just say Merry Christmas.
No. Happy birthday.
Gates shut. And light on. And turn it back on real quick. When the door opens.
Nonchalant.
Go ahead and turn the light on.
Thing drops back in.
We gonna sing?
Come in for spaghetti.
She was back out in your car.
Greg, come here now.
Rebecca was scrolling.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Rebecca?
I'm going to.
You got enough
Make a wish.
I think you
Yeah, leave him alone, please.
Come here, Beth.
Not
yet. Where's that slim guy now? Look at how
Where's that
slim
slim
you are.
Out of whack.
I love this. I want to know what's going on here. How you doing? He's got a crick in his nose.
He has a comb in his hand, too.
He don't remember.
I know where that is.
He's been on the bridge. He was just look over there. I can't either. Of course, what's funny about it is...
Rub it in.
Or did you take some of them pills too? This is why he can't
I'm
remember
60 in
anything.
one day.
What'd you say? Wanda got his amnesia. Your brother said, "Bring this that he made, but married Gwen." Best thing ever happened to him. Get wrong.
Okay, Mom, we want to hear about these first dates going to Bowling Green.
With Daddy. Oh yeah. With who? With Dad. Who? Well, that was a long time ago, and I sort of have amnesia too. But yeah, we made those Saturday night and Friday night trips to Bowling Green every weekend. That's the only place to go, wasn't it? Yeah.
And what would you do in Bowling Green?
None of your business. What type of movie, I imagine? Yeah, we go to the drive-in, go to theater, whatever. Walk around. Yo, what age you got?
And were you alone?
No, Jean always went with us. There's Jean. Jean always went with us. Joyce and Leon stood up with us.
And when you came back home and Aunt Jean went inside, what would y'all do then?
Well, you were there too. I've got your name on my marriage license. 40 years.
Him or two.
Because I would be 1 or 2, and that would be...
Mom. Gwendolyn.
Gwen Lane.
40 and I
It'd be
40 in
40.
October. So I was...
Okay, now we've heard about when you come back from Bowling Green, Aunt Jean would go inside,
They sit out cars.
and y'all sat out in the car.
That's when you talk business over after she went in. You can't talk business in front of a kid.
But I worried I'd think, oh my God, you Dad was gonna be up
My
any
dad's
minute.
in the car. That a car or something like that?
And he would, your mom would go pick that
That's
light.
the door.
No, turn the light on.
Turn the light on.
You to come in when that light.
You got better get inside. Like,
Thelton when he's about 12 years old, because I knew him before Gwen did.
Oh, good.
Yeah. He was a little curly-headed, blonde-headed boy riding a bicycle. And
she was in my
yeah, and I remember him when we was in high school, and that was about 55, 56 maybe, and I always sit on the seat right behind him and Thelton on the bus, but they never would speak to me. Finally did see the bus stop, and then the next morning they turned around and said hi, and I got on the bus.
She was born in July, got married in October.
Main part, the first part of my life.
Uh-huh. Do you remember meeting Mom the first time?
She was in my class in the 8th grade, and that was around about 54.
So they were already dating then?
No, she started dating when they said they did this. But since she was in my class, I probably knew her before she knew Thelton. I'm not sure about that.
Put a bullet in his head a long time ago.
I'm a ham on one of those things. Don't get me started because you'll never.
Well, tell us a story.
You'll always want to come back.
Tell us a story about Dad.
Well, what do I tell you about the three bears?
Your best memory.
Best memory?
About Thelton.
Well, let me think just a minute.
There's so many, right?
There's so many I can't think of all of them, Greg. But that's right. I've got to get my pencil and paper out.
Jot them down.
Start jotting them down. But anyway, you go ahead, Mike. I'll go ahead.
Oh no! Oh no, Charles.
I'll be thinking while you're talking.
You'll be sorting while you're talking.
He's sorting while I'm talking.
I got to sort through something.
You have more memories than me, I guess, right?
No, I'm thinking.
Well, they're starting to get lost, though.
Thelton is older than you.
I thought you said
imagine.
you said something about not getting you started.
Well, I really didn't mean that, Greg. Matter of fact, I hadn't had anything to eat for a long time, so I'm concentrating on the eating right now. And I only got a one-track mind, so I can't.
Okay,
I can't
cut.
talk and think and say.
Yes. What about what? How good have he been?
Well, I tell you, Thelton is a very special brother-in-law because he's,
Who are you?
he's been up there a long time, like 60 years. I mean, he's not that old. I mean, he hasn't been a brother-in-law that long, has he?
Been 40 years
But
this
anyhow,
fall.
Felton,
Close to 60.
he's been very special with Gerald and me for a long, long time. I remember when I first came to Louisville working, and Gerald was in the Army, and Felton was so kind to let me ride down to Butler County with him, and Gerald would be coming in from wherever he was stationed at that time, and I was so homesick and everything, but a couple of times I bummed a ride with Felton down to Butler County so I could meet my dear Gerald. And Felton's just always been very special to us. It's hard to believe.
She's out there
He's
right
that
now.
old. However, he's less than a month older than I, so I guess I can't say a lot. But he's pretty special, and so are his children. So we just hope that he has many, many more happy birthdays.
Okay, now make something up about it. I wasn't supposed to take that.
Bad, ball, and sassy.
Bad, bold, and sassy. Oh my goodness.
Did you say bad?
Can you think of anything Dad ever taught you?
Oh no, you don't want to know.
She was a vegetarian this time, driving.
Anything you ever taught him? Not really. Do you remember growing up with him?
Run, they're big. Drive by ourselves. They's in your
Well, yeah.
Turn around, come back in, make them drive by ourselves. Kevin went running out by the time we got back out.
I'm gonna turn off. Okay, you remember when he's learning how to drive?
And he wanted me to get in the pickup with him and ride down to the schoolhouse. And he turns in the road to go to the schoolhouse. And the car, the wheel comes off the truck, and I have to go through the windshield. I remember things like that, and riding the bicycle, and him throwing me.
Throwing you while you're riding the bicycle?
Yeah.
It was fun.
I made a good cushion during the ball.
Here you go again. Where's it from? We don't know yet.
Sheila and Bev and Yogi and that bunch. You sit over here and take care of